I want to talk about this because it's an ongoing conversation about whether or not you can feed your pets an all raw diet. We feed our dog an all raw diet, and somebody asked if you could feed your cats an all raw diet, and I said, of course you can. We just choose not to. This person had a comment that's not a. We're not arguing or anything. It's just easier to do these replies in video format. So let me read the comment and let's address what he has to say. Being able to and should be are different things. Animals eat raw food in the wild because there are no real other options, but it's generally discouraged for pets. Hang on, because of the increased bacterial risks of raw food. So it'll probably be fine, but you should be safe and just not give them raw food. And that thought process is the prevalent thought process when it comes to raw food diets from people that don't advocate for it, that aren't proponents of it. That's what our veterinarian told us was going to happen. You know, too much bacteria around the house, too much this, too much that. We have fed our dog Clyde nothing but raw food since the moment he came into this house. He's now 11 or 12. He is, without a question of a doubt, the healthiest dog we've ever had, and we haven't had a single issue with bacteria or any kind of risk to us. What we do, so that you have an idea, we buy a month's worth of food for him at one time. We go down to the local grocery store, the Hispanic owned grocery store, because they typically have the meats that are not given hormones and aren't injected with a bunch of more natural. And we buy chicken, usually with bone in it. Not usually, always with bone in it, whether they be legs, quarters, things of that nature. Some liver or other organ, some ground pork, and then usually like maybe some steak or something else that maybe has a bone in it, maybe doesn't have a bone in it. We bring it all here. We get a total weight on all of the bags, and then we break that down into how much poundage he should be able to eat in a day in a single meal, and then we bag up into gallon Ziploc bags his meals and put them in a deep freezer. So this bag might have a chicken quarter and some organ in it. This one might just be ground pork. This one might literally be a steak with a bone in it. It kind of varies, and you mix up the bags, and we put them all in the deep freeze, and we have a month's worth of food. When it comes time to feed him, we put a towel down that are just for him, and then we take the bag out and we give it to him, and he finishes it before it could even come close to thawing out. There is no risk anywhere for us. He's eating it strictly right there on the towel. We've been doing it for 11, 12 years now straight with no issues. And our vet, even though our vet did say those very things to us, is amazed at the health quality of our dog. So while I understand what you're saying, and I've heard it before, I'm telling you from personal experience, and we got into the raw food diet from somebody that I knew, somebody that I had done landscape work, that had fed her dogs nothing but raw, and she gave us this book, this raw food diet Bible, and it really broke down the myths and the misconceptions and how one goes about feeding an all raw diet. And I'm telling you, it's fantastic for the dog. They retain way more of the food because there are a lot of fillers in kibble. They drink much less water because the moisture content is considerably higher. It keeps their bones sharpened, and it's sort of like they're brushing their teeth when they're eating the bone. And yes, they can have bone if it's not been cooked. If it's cooked, it splinters and can rip them open as they swallow. If it's raw, it just shatters. That's why wolves can eat bones in the wild. That's why cats can eat bones in the wild. I'm telling you from over a decade of personal experience, it works.